Wait. Good morning.
Morning.
We were just talking about weather. We were also just, by the way, trying to do twerk. Failing miserably.
Yeah.
I tried to do a twerk and
I
failed
didn't.
miserably. It basically meant standing like this and nothing really happened then with my arse. I can't twerk.
You can't twerk. I can't either,
can't,
though.
yeah.
But I wouldn't have tried it on camera, in fairness.
Sure, look, come here. I've done worse things on camera.
Gas.
Weather-wise this morning, lads, it's miserable outside. It is absolutely teeming rain down, and we're going to see it like that for the rest of the morning. Rest of the day, in fact, actually. Very heavy showers expected again. Temperatures of around 8, 9 or 10 degrees in parts. Maybe a little bit milder in some areas, but generally a wet day ahead.
Yeah, it's really miserable out there. And there's two guys power washing right outside our building.
I saw that. Power washing at 6:30 in the morning when it's already raining.
It seems like pretty much the worst day you could ever choose to power wash. But morning to the lads power washing. We've a busy show on the way between now and 9, and we're going to check out today's papers in full at about 7:10 on the show this morning. But I've been having a quick look at them. There's Rory McIlroy on the front page of the Times Ireland edition. The Masters, of course, started yesterday. Sergio Garcia, holy mother of God, what happened to him? Yeah. He had a 13 on one hole.
Yeah, he hit 13 shots on the 15th hole. He put 5 balls in the water.
And then followed it up with a birdie, I think.
Yeah.
My God. Right, he's 9 over anyway, last year's champion. Jordan Spieth is the leader at the moment, 6 under. We mentioned Tony Finau, who dislocated his ankle on the par 3 competition. He's second at the moment on 4 under. And a great start for Rory McIlroy, who's 3 under after his first round. And he's delighted, he said, with his best start in years at the Masters. Tiger 1 over, so not too bad. It was very wayward off the tees yesterday, Tiger. But still, 1 over, so he managed to pull it together.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I'm looking at the papers, yeah. So that's the Masters. That's on the front page of all the papers today. 50 job seekers a day are having their benefits cut for failing to cooperate with government attempts to secure them employment, says the Times Ireland edition. The Irish Daily Mail, Fianna Fáil backs ban on phones in school. And Conor McGregor, what's going on with him in New York? Mm-hmm. He's NYPD are now looking for him. I think there's an update on that.
He's turned himself in, yeah.
He's turned himself in, is he?
Trend in a sec,
okay, cool. Oh, did I ruin that for you? Sorry.
Kind of.
Also, this story as well in the Irish Examiner, and the TUI are having their conference in Wexford at the moment. That's the Teachers Union of Ireland. And they've been talking about the out-of-control students who are subjecting teachers to misogynistic attacks. There's some dreadful stories coming out of this.
Awful stuff.
One student threatening to kick the baby out of his teacher or something. That was yesterday. Awful. And imagine being the parent of that child who's going to school and doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, my God.
He didn't mean it though. He's lovely, really. No, he's not. He's a terrible child.
No.
Sorry, that's awful.
Also, on the front page of the Times, new parents to get 2 weeks paid leave in this year's budget. Parental leave is to be increased over time. Fathers may be forced to take time off, says the Irish Times this morning.
Yeah, so the top trends, Conor McGregor is the top trend in the country at the moment. So the update is that he has turned himself into police, but apparently won't face any charges, which sounds bizarre because I saw the video and you can clearly see he not only smashes the windscreen of the bus, he smashes the side window of the bus, and he sent 2 people to hospital with facial cuts and everything else. So how he's not going to be charged is beyond me, but they are saying that some of the injured parties, crew and staff included, are probably going to sue the arse off him, to be honest with you.
Like in Ireland, you probably wouldn't be charged with anything, or you wouldn't, certainly there'd be no consequences, but I think in America he will be. They're so much more strict about
stuff. Well, he's been released by police without charge, so maybe the charge will be brought to him eventually. But to be honest with you, a lot of people saying online, oh, it's just a publicity stunt. This isn't a publicity stunt. This was stupid. And I don't think Conor McGregor had anything to do with that media event yesterday in the UFC. And I think it's absolutely ridiculous what he did.
He's really let himself down, I think.
Massively.
I used to like him, and I really don't anymore, you know.
Yeah, well, between the pushing of the referee in the match and all of he's done nothing since the boxing. Except mouth off and do stupid stuff like this. Yeah. So he's trending this morning for the wrong reasons. Jordan Spieth, as Elaine mentioned, is leading the Masters. And Eric Bristow sadly died yesterday, 60 years of age, the darts legend. He had a heart attack at the Premier League yesterday and he sadly passed away. He's also trending this morning.
I think a couple of hours after he's made his predictions for this year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really sad. He's a really popular guy. A couple of people tweeted me last night about him saying, will you mention him on the show tomorrow morning? So I don't know anything about darts or anything. I just know the name, so I don't know anything else about him.
I know people who've met him and I know people who've interviewed him and they said he was absolutely lovely. You know, he was a lovely man, but very sad. He passed away. How we fixed for time? He sadly passed away at the age of 60. Arsenal won last night as well, 4-1 against CSKA Moscow. Now, I just read this headline. We might come back to it if we get time in the show. A woman was gobsmacked when she house sat for friends only to be handed a staggering bill when they returned from holiday. She was given a bill. So we might come back to that in the show this morning. And I've got great news for you. Congratulations.
Yeah. What?
You're the youngest sibling in your house.
No, I'm not.
Are you the middle?
Yeah, I'm the
Well,
middle.
then whoever's the youngest sibling.
Chris.
Chris is the favourite. The youngest sibling is the favourite.
Actually, I beg to differ.
I thought you were younger.
I beg to argue. No.
But see, you're the only girl now. Maybe this is going to change things.
I would have said the oldest is the favourite usually.
Well, according to the papers this morning, the youngest child is mum and dad's favourite. So, the youngest sibling.
The shakens of the bag. That's what my nanny used to call my dad. He was the youngest. And when she was very, very old, she had Alzheimer's, and we used to go see her, and she always used to, I remember her holding his hand and saying, shakens of the bag, my shakens, she used to say.
Right.
Yeah, so that's the shakens of the bag as the favourite.
This is awkward now. So not only are you not the favourite, but you're not actually the youngest.
And I'm the middle child, so I'm a tortured soul.
Actually, middle child, second born is more likely to become a criminal. So, you know,
I totally
fingers crossed for you. Fingers crossed for you.
Well, out of me and my two brothers, I'm definitely the most likely to be a criminal. The most likely to be anything bad.
Yeah.
They're really good. My brothers are really well behaved.
Yeah.
Like I am most of the time. Most of the time. Can I give a big shout out to my Auntie Helen, who watches our videos in Wexford every morning? Will you blow Helen a kiss there, please?
Morning, Helen.
And I'm wearing her jacket this morning. She gave me this jacket.
Nice jacket. Yeah.
And good morning, Helen. And she's always watching our videos and she likes them. So
good morning, Helen. Right, we better go because we're about to go live on the radio. So listen, have a good day, have a great weekend, and let us know the weekend plans here, and we'll give you a shout out on the radio as well this morning.
Morning.
All right? Morning. Have a good day.